Hi, I'm Nikos Mantis. Welcome back to Kitchen Conundrums. This week we're doing fresh fish. So I've got some fresh pickerel or walleye here that was just caught. Beautiful fresh product. I'm going to show you a couple really quick, easy preparations of fish. Most commonly when people go out on fish fries or do shore lunch, they batter it and deep fry it. In my opinion, you can take anything from anywhere in the world and batter it and deep fry it. It's going to taste the same. I want to show you something a little bit more creative, very simple, quick and easy, and it's going to taste delicious. I've got two different fillets here. We're going to prepare them two different ways. So I've got some different ingredients here. I've got some curry powder, some dried dill, salt and pepper, got some egg, and some breadcrumb. I'm using panko breadcrumb. It's just a thicker, crunchier breadcrumb, so it's going to add a little more texture. First thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to crack my egg into the bowl, and I'm going to scramble that egg. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to season my fish with salt and pepper. I'll salt both fillets, a little bit of pepper. This one's going to be the breaded one. The other one I'm going to season with a little bit of curry powder, a little bit of dried dill. Fantastic. So then to bread my other piece of fish, I'm just going to dredge that in my egg. Make sure it's fully coated in egg. And then into my breadcrumbs. Shake off any excess. And then both of our fillets are ready for the stove. So I'm going to turn both of my flames on. Again, we're going to go over medium-high heat. We just want the butter to foam in the pan before we get our fish in. So that's going to happen pretty quick. I'm using some really thin pans here, and so that's going to cook our fish really, really quick. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you want to make sure the pan is completely coated in the bottom with butter all around, like you see there. You can see that butter starting to foam. Got the same thing happening in our second pan. So in one pan, our butter is foaming, and we're going to add our breaded fish. Just let that cook for a moment. In the second pan, again, our butter's foaming. In goes our curried fish. Now this is going to cook real quick. So all we want to do is we just want to cook this until it just starts to brown on either side. Check the fish. It's just starting to brown. We'll go just a little bit longer. You saw that? Well, 10-15 seconds longer. We can turn that. Beautiful brown. Same thing in our next pan. Turn that fish over. Beautiful. But another 30 seconds on the other side is all it takes. This fish is very thin. It's a very delicate fish, and it doesn't take a whole lot to cook it. If you overcook it, it becomes tougher, and it'll start to become very brittle and fall apart. So if you want to keep your fish intact in the pan, very quick cooking. So what you can do at this point, you can either squeeze a little lemon right over top, add some flavor at this point, or you can do that on the plate. So what I like to do is I like to let the guest or the customer or whoever's eating the fish decide that on their own. So I'm going to bring this back to our plate. Fish comes out of the pan, right onto the plate. This one I like to pour that brown butter right over top as kind of like a sauce. And there you've got two very simple, quick preparations of fresh fish, both delicious, right out of the pan. I'm Nikos Mantis. Thanks for watching Kitchen Conundrums.